One of the worst farms in the game can be located in your own clan dojo. If you go into your biolab, you will find this infested weapon named Hema. This is an infested burst fire rifle that uses no ammunition, instead demanding a health sacrifice to reload. It fires 3-round bursts of viral agents, life-stealing on headshots to heal the user. In paper, the Hema looks interesting as it got some mechanics that makes the average players curious. However, despite all those years worth of changes that Warframe has released on its weapons, this infested weapon couldn't be saved, and it stayed as one of the mastery rank fodder weapons in the game. In the past, it was used as trick to get the Vex armor buff of Chroma, as every time you reload you will lose life, hence activating the Fury buff of the Warframe. But since the rework of Chroma, wherein you can get the Fury and Scorn buff through range and melee kills respectively, self-damaging tricks like the Hema is not worth the investment anymore. And the fact is, no one wants to be locked at using the infested weapon in their primary slot, as there are tons of primary weapons right now that are considered fun and deals decent damage in steel path levels. The worst part from being a mastery rank fodder is that this infested weapon is really hard to farm. The build requirements for Hema are plastids, nanospores, neurodes, and the worst, the mutagen samples. These are the costs of building a Hema in your clan, and it scales higher depending on the current tier of your clan. Basically, you would want to build the Hema first when you are in Ghost Clan with 10 members. I believe it was 8 years ago when Digital Extremes added the Glass Gambit, wherein they debut one of my favorite Warframe Nidus along with the infested rifle Hema. Back then, high mastery rank players got the initiative to team up and build a Ghost Clan for the specific reason of cutting down the build requirement for the Hema. I know it's weird because a high MR player already has access to easy platinum making and they can just buy the infested rifle in the market easily. However, this is not the main reason for this. The real reason why players do this back then is for the achievement, as it feels like having the Hema in your bio lab means that all your members are actively contributing to the clan. It became the basis for some players in knowing how active a clan is, and mind you, the mutagen sample farm wasn't as easy as right now. The main farming method or infested tile sets are the best nodes for mutagen sample farm, are the ones from Eris. However, these resources are rare in this planet, and it would take hours to get hundreds of mutagen samples. This is already with a decked out team, with all the resource drop chance and resource booster, along with additional boost chance from combining Necros and Hydroid. It was really an achievement for the clan, as aside from the weapon sucks, you will spend time farming resources to unlock the blueprint in the Biolab dojo. But no matter how pointless it is, the community didn't care, and in fact, it brought some enjoyment for some veteran players, hanging with their friends to farm resources, and finally unlocked the Hema blueprint in their dojo. For a newly created clan with high MR, players, that will be easy if their clan is in Ghost tier level, but imagine the grind if your clan is already in Mountain tier back then, or worse, you are a well-established clan in Moon tier. While it would be easy for those Moon Clan who got thousands of active members contributing every day to finish the 500,000 mutagen samples required, but let's be honest here, clan and Warframes don't have all active members contributing, as they are also saving these resources to craft different items in the game to progress easier. Also, knowing that the Hema sucks, why would they even contribute unless the clan leader says that they must, or they will be kicked out from the clan? But for some players it became a responsibility, and chore that you must accomplish every day, and the reward that you reap from doing it is not even worth it in the end. Right now, the grind for mutagen samples is way forgiving with the introduction of Deimos Tylosat. You can get 600 mutagen samples while playing solo with the Necros and all those resource and resource drop chance booster. Not to mention that we also got more boosters now in the form of the new Retriever mod for Kubrows that also affects how much mutagen samples you get from an enemy you killed recently. Now, it took years before Digital Extremes did fix the mutagen sample drop rates. I don't know if you can call it fixing, but it got improved though, since in Eris nodes, it's considered a rare drop. While in the Deimos Teleset, this resource is uncommon, which means it has higher drop rates compared to Eris missions. The best way I can recommend farming mutagen samples right now is the survival node called Terrum, and you can always farm tons of infested resources here using a Warframe that grants extra loot. Before this change though, the build requirement for Hema was controversial, and there were players complaining to Digital Extremes that they should lower the mutagen sample requirements. The developers replied that they won't do that, as the burst fire infested rifle offers a unique mechanic, and with the ability to absorb health and ammo from enemies, it adds a new level of variety to your arsenal. The resource costs, particularly the mutagen samples, are set to encourage clan participation and collaboration in investing for this new weapon. This was true in the first week, but as soon as the community saw how Hema sucks, players don't care about it anymore, and in fact, I am one of those players who said to my clan that we should stop contributing for the Hema research until now. The blueprint for this infested burst rifle is not finished in our biolab, and for my clan, it was the best decision we ever made. Fast forward this year, the vanilla HEMA has become more obsolete as with the upcoming release date of Coda Technosite in early 2025, the developers will introduce a new variant of this infested burst rifle. Now, we still don't know when the Coda variant of HEMA will be amazing, but it's safe to assume that it will be an upgrade to its vanilla variant. The best part is Coda HEMA will be easier to farm, and it's possible that we can get it in just a couple of hours farming, depending on the availability of the weapon though. Digital Extreme said that the Coda weapons will be the same as Tenet weapons, wherein you can purchase them from the new vendor, and they will have a weekly rotation. We might get HEMA in week 1 or any other week, but this is way better compared to farming thousands of mutagen samples for the vanilla variant. Overall, the HEMA somehow brought members in a clan together to finish a goal in the past, but right now it's not worth farming anymore. It doesn't give you real incentives other than bragging rights that you have spent days or weeks farming mutagen samples just to make the HEMA blueprint available in your clan dojo. So that's all about it. I hope you enjoyed this little story of mine, taking you back to memory lane wherein items that are not considered meta can brought the community and playing together. The HEMA is a good example of a collector's item in the game. It's not powerful, but players made it their goal of farming the blueprint to showcase the activeness of their clan members. I really hope in the future, though, that we get clan events that are actually rewarding, but for now, let's be happy on the incredible job done by the new development team. For more Warframe videos like this, consider subscribing to our channel and enabling all notifications to get you updated on our latest Warframe videos and more. Also, please like the video and share it to help us with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our next video.